Hi, how you guys doing today? I'm Lovely Malivert with Promino Tech, and I am going to be talking about my coding assignment for week 3. And I'm going to show you guys how I did it and how I was able to complete everything. So first, I'm going to go on here. I'm going to share my screen so y'all can see this. Okay. Mm, Share that. And I'm going to open up my GitHub, which is already on. Now let's back up to week 3. Okay, I'm just gonna make this smaller. All right. So here on the right-hand side is my VS Code for week 3. And you can see as of right here, these are my questions in the green. And then underneath are the are the answers. I did all of them for all 13 questions. And then, yes, my answers were printed to the council log, which is this one right here. So I'm going to put this to the side so you guys can see. These are my answers for as to start off for with the first question. It goes right here, create an array called ages that contains the following values, which are these. And then it says to chromatically subtract the value of the first element in array from the value in the last element of the array. So that's what I did here. So it said first create an array called ages. The first thing that I did, I created an array that was called ages, and you can see that's an array. And then underneath it, I pushed those numbers that were right here into my array. So you can see all these numbers that are here, they're now pushed into this. And then I count the log ages to see if the numbers were there. And then I said I created these variables. Let first equal ages 0. And then the let second is equal to ages and then brackets, which age dot length, because we're trying to figure out the length of this array. And then -1, because remember in array, the first characteristic will always be 0. So we subtract it by 1, and then we go here, let age length equal the second, subtract first, which we would cancel along that, it would actually equals this. Because see, now you see is 1, it's only 8 here. But if you go here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay, you see it's 8 and 8. But if we didn't subtract the 1 over here, we would see 3. No, we would see 0, 3, 9. So when we subtracted it, we really subtracted the 0 from this. Because it goes 3, no, 1, no, sorry, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when we subtracted this, it actually equals up to 8 because it gets rid of the 0. So that's how I got number 1. And now if we go down here to number 2, I can show you guys how I did that one. Okay. Okay, it goes right here. It's following into this question. It says, create an array called names that contain the following values, which are these right here. And then it says, use a loop to iterate through the array and calculate the average number of letters per name. And use a loop to iterate through the array and assign a concatenated all the names together separated by spaces. So which is the answer down here. So that's what I decided to do. So I'm gonna bring you guys down here. To answer the questions, I created this. I created an array, said let names, and then I put the names they said to put in here and here. These are the names right here. And then after that, I created a for loop. Just to show you the steps, I'll get to this real quick. I created a for loop. and added names and dot links, because remember we're trying to find the links of this array. And then I had to create, and this is when comes into play, I had to create a variable that holds, 0, and I'll show you why. And then I add this total length of names plus equal to names, which is a names bracket I dot length. And remember, we're doing two separate things right now. So I put this one out here, two different arguments. So this one right here, and then now we're on to this one. So I said, let average length of names equal total length of names slash names dot length council log. And then I put the average length of names, the new variable that I just created down here to hold both of these. I council log that, and that came out to be 90. If you guys can see that. Now we're about to go down here. How do you access the last element of any array? The last element, okay, this is my answer right here. And this is the question. How do you access the last element of any array? And I wrote the last element can be accessed by using the length in any array. So see, this is what we did here. We wanted to know the endpoint of, say, name links. We want to know the endpoint, so we had to put dot links. Links will always let you know the endpoint of any array that you are doing at the amount of time. Okay. And now, hold on. Okay, and then we're going on to 4. Let me go up a little bit. Right here, it says how do you access the first element of any array? And then my answer down here, it says you can access the first element in any array by using the index. Index will always equal to 0. So it's like, because in an array index, it goes from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But we would usually count 1, 2, 3, 4. But during coding in a JavaScript, index is always equal to 0. And that's what we would use in an array to find the first element. See, and you can see, well, you won't see it here because I put it here, but that is the answer for that. Yes, like these questions are very informative. Um, like I said, and then I went back here to GitHub, where I'm going to push this video after I already saved this file, and then I'm going to push the file through my GitHub, which I already created the reciprocity for it. I just have to push it through here and with my PDF file as well. And then, yeah, everything should be great. But doing this project has really helped me learn more about arrays and functions and how to combine them both. Just like, okay, say for 12 right here, I had a problem with this one. It says, okay, write a function called we will buy drink that takes a Boolean is hot outside and number money in pocket and returns true if it is hot outside and if money in pocket is greater than 10.50. Sorry about that, 10.50. And then I wrote this function right here, okay, function. So it's a create a function called will buy drink. I did that. And then it takes in a Boolean and a number. It's hot outside and money in pocket. So it's hot outside and money in pocket. And then for that, I created an if else statement. You could use a for loop, but a for loop, it takes a little bit longer. So I changed it to an if else statement. And then right here, you can see I said is hot outside and the and symbols, money in pocket is greater than or equal to 10.50, council log true. And then underneath it, I said else, council log false. And then you can go to 12 and go back to here and see, okay, if it was true, it'll come out true, which it did right here. And that's the results that we wanted. Sometimes these questions can be a little tricky, but if you just keep on maneuvering certain things, you'll eventually figure it out. And if we go to 13 right here, it says create a function of your own that solve the problem and comment and write the function that what it does. This is what I wrote right here. I decided to kind of like, okay, you know, I was hungry at the moment. That's why I said will buy food. So this I wrote a function called will buy food. And then the parameters I had decided to add two of them, enough money and have enough gas. So I did kind of did a Boolean and a number. So and then I said I did an if else statement, and then I added in the parameters, enough money and symbols, have enough gas is greater than or equal to 95.20. And then I council logged true or else council log false. And then I called my function down here, will buy food true, which is a Boolean, and then 200, which is a number. And then it came out true. And that's the answer that I wanted from that as well. And this is how I did my week 3 coding assignment. It was a little difficult, but I'm really happy for this experience, and I hope you guys liked it and you guys enjoyed watching me. Thank you so much.